Who do we have next, Melinda?
It's rather curious. We have, Jeff Goldblum.
What?
Jeff Goldblum. But, wait, Mr. Lukovich.
Hi.
Oh, there we go. Hi.
Jeff. Ep.3 Goldblum.
Yes. Yes,
I'm
hi.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I was really, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm sorry. I'm Burt Lukovich. I'm CEO of MultiVerse Corp. It wasn't Jeff Goldblum.
Right.
I was thinking it's actually going to be Jeff Goldblum.
You're not, with a name like Jeffrey, my name's Jeffrey Goldblum. It's spelled slightly differently. I get that a lot though, right? With a name like Jeffrey Goldblum, Jeff Goldblum. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm disappointed or anything. I mean, Jeff Goldblum, but the way he spelled it, that's not the way I would have pronounced it.
No,
my assistant Melinda, she said Jeff Goldblum, and I got real excited, and I was like, I can't believe Jeff Goldblum is interviewing with me.
Right.
I was going to ask him to do a piano number and maybe some of his zany, the way he's like, oh, yes.
Yeah,
he's
got a certain cadence, right? I've always thought Mr. Goldblum, right? Fantastic actor.
Yes.
Like his work.
Yes.
Big fan.
Absolutely. Same here. Well, we already have something in common. His resume was fairly impressive. I didn't want to give, the impression or too much of my disappointment away. I'm a professional. I was going to see this interview through the end. And I guess we'll just get started, dive in. Yeah, I'll throw some questions at you. Is that
Sure, absolutely. Do you have my resume, right?
Yes, I do. And you know what? I have to say, I'm very impressed.
Great.
Ivy League at Brown.
Mm-hmm.
A BA in finance and an MS in statistics. This is really. Can you tell me about a time when you had a disagreement with a boss or a colleague and how you handled the situation?
Yes. I mean, nothing's too taboo to discuss here, right? I mean,
No.
I had gotten lunch with this coworker several times over the course of several months. He's a big football guy, and he would go out to lunch and would invite me along with a couple of the other guys, and they were also kind of sportsy. I myself am not a sportsy kind of guy. And then we would all sit down to lunch, and we'd sit down and discuss lots of different topics. So I just sort of at one point stood up, I guess for myself, right? And said to these guys, I said, I don't like sports. I just don't. I'm sorry. I have to go.
So what he was saying basically is his problem resolution skills aren't very good.
And I guess they kind of looked at me strangely. I don't see why that would make anybody. Maybe because we were in McDonald's at the time.
To just shout at everybody like that in McDonald's? You've got Ronald McDonald and the Hamburglar and Grimace. It's a happy place. What's to shout about? I mean, that's why you can find Happy Meals there. Everyone else is probably sitting there loving it, and you're making it so that everyone else is not loving it because there's some non-sportsy guy named Jeff shouting. Here's one. How would your coworkers describe you, Jeff?
I guess it depends on which coworker.
Red flag number 2. Can you describe how you handle tight deadlines?
I mean, I love to manage deadlines in general because without deadlines, you can't really get anything done by them.
You just blew my mind with that, man. Like,
Okay.
that was heavy philosophy, Jeff. That got me like right in the ticker. Right in the ticker.
Okay. I honestly did not expect
Wow.
that to make any sense. But hey.
I'm gonna, it's like the tide of the interview all of a sudden changed. Like, okay, maybe there's more to this guy than I thought. What's one fact that's not on your LinkedIn profile?
I have some special skills.
What kind of skills are we talking about?
I run a bird watching club here, out of my home. And
just like that, the interview is going back the other way. That is pretty interesting. No, it wasn't. Do you have any questions for me?
Absolutely. It's a onion bag. It's the company that makes the bags, or is it the company that?
Yes.
Okay.
We are a third generation onion bag manufacturing company. My grandfather started when he came from the old country because his motto was, "Who doesn't love onions?" And quite frankly, I live with that motto. I mean, we're talking onions and he seems disinterested. About onions. One of his big phrases is, "A good onion will make you cry." We are also expanding into the tote business because,
Sorry, you said tote? Like as in like a tote bag?
Yes, exactly. Because, we're trying to save the planet, right? So
right.
Gym bags, that's a big one. We're very excited about that because, I mean, honestly, who wants to walk around with a bag full of crotch smell if you could get an onion bag and it airs out nicely, right? I mean, or shoes, better yet. I mean, corn chips. I mean, who really wants to smell that all day?
Right.
And then, of course, the most exciting one is, which was kind of like a natural evolution. You wouldn't think it, but it makes perfect sense. We are going into the lingerie business.
Okay.
Yeah.
The lingerie.
It's very exciting. I mean, think about it. Fishnets, onion bags, lingerie, but in a very classy way, like a European way. Not like these very crude American representations.
Sure. I mean, that's not lingerie at all.
No, it's crude. It's crude. Best of all, it's green. So
so you can recycle your underpants.
Right. Your underwear is biodegradable. Your pantyhose are biodegradable. But if you're into that kind of thing, I'm not going to judge.
I mean, it takes out the whole like washing them, right? Because you just throw them in the ground.
Possibly swimwear.
So you want them to be biodegradable and waterproof.
Sure.
Super. Nice.
Yeah.
Have you had discussions with manufacturers of your current bags to determine if these items would all synergize together in the future plans that you have?
Now you're throwing Latin at me to show me you've been to Ivy League? Okay, Jeff. I'm not sure what that Latin term means, but we have Chucky Bucky. I mean, I call him Chucky Bucky. But Charles Buchanan, the third, my lead engineer, he's brilliant, one of the sharpest minds we know, and he's already set up the plans to like change the machines from just standard onion bags to go into tote bags, to go into sandwich bags, to go into
bags. It's just like an evolution. It's like a very Darwinian like curve.
Mm-hmm. Totally Darwinian, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to wrap my mind around that last one. I can grok the bag.
You can what? The bag?
I can grok it.
The fuck is grok?
I can understand it. I can.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Why go sort of lingerie, right? The bags, get those eventually. I'm sure, the material can be utilized for many different types of bags. Lingerie, didn't quite understand that term.
And he doesn't like the lingerie direction. I mean, I cannot, in good conscience, think this guy's good for the company.
Especially if you're using the same, from what I understand, you're using the same hemp starch combo for not just for clothing, outerwear, but for intimate underwear.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How uptight are you, Jeff?
There's a certain love
Sure.
that you can have for an inanimate object. And my family has done fairly well with that love for onions. What's a better expression of love than love making? And how do you present love making in an appealing way?
Oh, wait. Sorry. Was that an onion joke? Appealing?
Making a joke of it? Appeal? I mean, maybe if there were oranges, but onions?
When you're ready to reveal that love, you kind of peel away the layers. It's almost like an onion again,
Yeah, there we go.
You ever get out of your little suppressed sexual circles there? I mean, you're from New York, man.
And there are all these different, it could be like a scallion or a leek or a shallot or just a standard onion or a Spanish onion or a white onion. I mean, it's just, and then you reveal it all. I mean, you peel those little onion bits off. Well, in this case, it's hemp and starch, but and then boom, you're ready. It makes the pulse quicken. It really does.
So let me just sort of bottom line it from my own understanding. You're sort of likening peeling lingerie off of a woman to peeling.
Or man, it depends on what you're into.
Sure, fair enough. I mean, hey, in today's world, 100% correct. Off of an individual person to peeling an onion. Okay.
Layers.
Right on. Layers. Absolutely.
How can you not see the connection between getting intimate and peeling an onion? I don't understand.
I mean, I'm more than happy to to move forward at this point if you're good.
Move forward, he says.
I don't have a problem working remotely. This, from what I understand, based on the job description, this was sort of a PM position, project management, program management position, which mostly can be, from what I understand, unless it's, necessary to be out in Ohio for some reason to work remote.
I suppose certain allowances can be made. I haven't given that any thought.
Okay, great.
I mean, I'm trying to make us a big, happy family.
Sure.
That will change the world.
If you're skeptical. If you're skeptical about making a family, what else would you be skeptical about? We already know it's onions.
We can't change the world with the absentee drunk uncle that's off gallivanting in Vegas with hookers and cocaine. That's just not a thing.
Right. I'm not quite sure if you're pointing that at me to say that I'm the drunk uncle. With the...
No.
Okay.
No, of course not. No.
Okay, just I wasn't sure if that was sort of a zap
No.
thing.
No, not even a little bit. Don't be
I
silly.
mean, I just met you today, so I don't think
Yeah,
people
no.
would probably think I was
Why
the
would I
drunk
think?
uncle
I
who
mean,
would go to
just-
Vegas with hookers and cocaine, because that.
I mean, hookers and cocaine, New York City. I mean, why would I think that? No.
Right. Sure. I mean,
Oh, Jeff.
yes, no, I would be more than happy to be part of the family that you guys are trying to establish. The unit, right? Be part of the unit.
Oh, now you want to be part of the family. Now you want to be part of the family. Sure thing, Jeff Goldblum.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Jeff, like I said, it must be very fun to be called Jeff Goldblum all the time.
Yeah, it's got its ups and downs.
Yeah.
That's not how you pronounce your name. At best, your name is pronounced Geoffrey Goldblum. Goldblum. At best, that's how you pronounce it. You're misleading people with that name. Why would you do it? Jeff Goldblum is my favorite actor of all time. Why would you do that? Why would you get my hopes up like that?
All right. Well, listen. Thanks again for zooming in, and we'll be in touch soon. Okay.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate. Okay, I think he just dropped off. Thank you.
Ugh, God. Geoffrey.